I was on a scientific expedition to an uninhabited island about 200 miles from the coast of Central America. With me were my friends, the Masons, Ken and his wife, Joan. We were testing an invention of Ken's which he hoped would be important for national defense. A new device to detect submarines or other metal objects underwater. Ken was monitoring the equipment on shore. The next phase was to test the detector. We used our metal porter subs. Although our experiments had a serious purpose, Joan and I were having a lot of fun. Ken got a good signal as soon as we entered the test zone. His equipment was working fine. As we surfaced, we saw the hull of our boat pulling away.
Hey, where's the boat? Oh, I sent Harry back to the base to get that additional equipment we wanted.
Back to the base? Could be gone for a couple of days.
Well, the cave's full of supplies. We're in good shape.
Marooned on a desert island with two handsome men. Wait till I tell the girls in my bridge club about this.
Hey, how about a little lunch, you fortunate female?
All right, we'll have a picnic.
How lucky can you get? She's even a good cook.
But she doesn't know anything about electronics.
I do, too. I know where you got the ideas for your invention.
All right, where?
Off the gadget that opens the door at the supermarket.
That's exactly it. She got me.
A loud, continuous signal like that could mean only one thing. Something metal had passed the electronic eye. Something big. There was only one way to find out, and that was to go underwater and see. I approached cautiously. What I saw made a chill run through my body. It was a big submarine. It had no markings, but I knew that it wasn't one of ours. Frogmen were leaving the sub in military order. I kept out of sight and observed them carefully. Their type of diving gear confirmed my fear that this was a foreign sub, one that had no right to be in these waters. I slipped away and hurried back to Ken and Joan.
What are they doing down there?
Well, whatever it is, I'll bet they don't want any witnesses.
That's for sure. You gotta get down here. Come on, let's take this stuff up to the cave with the rest of the supplies. You go ahead. I'll cover up our tracks. Where's the binoculars, you know?
Here they are.
The frogmen were moving toward shore in a raft. If they searched the whole island, they'd be sure to find us.
Mike, what if they find that apparatus we've got underwater?
I was thinking about that, too.
Well, couldn't we bury it?
No, not now. Bottom's crawling with frogmen.
Why don't we send a message to the Navy or the Coast Guard? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the boat's gone and so's the radio.
But you know, there's a chance I could whip up a transmitter out of these spare parts back here.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
It might be too late. Get down. If they found those terminals, they're looking for us.
What'll they do if they find us?
You take it easy, honey.
Yeah, let's not worry about that till it happens. That small cove. Let's see what they're up to.
They were well armed and had plenty of equipment.
Sounds like they're going to stay a while.
Going to be doing some surveying up here, too.
What makes you think so?
They brought their equipment and some dynamite.
Dynamite? What for?
I have no idea. We'll soon find out, I'm afraid.
A few hours later, we had a part of the answer. They were systematically clearing the bottom close to the island. We realized that a lot more than our own lives was at stake.
Right in there. Look at that. It's on the same line. Hey. Look what happens when you extend that line.
What, the canal?
The Panama Canal. That could be an underwater launching pad. A medium-range ballistic missile fired from there just couldn't miss.
Ken worked desperately all night, trying to improvise a transmitter. Meanwhile, I had another job that was equally urgent.
What are you up to?
We're going to cover up that underwater equipment of ours. Now's the time to do it. While they're still asleep down there on the beach.
What if someone sees you?
What if they see that cable of ours? And they're bound to, sooner or later, if we don't cover it up.
Hold on, I'll go with you.
You stay here.
Look, you can't go.
I'll see you soon, huh?
Take care of yourself, Mike. I've gotten kind of used to you.
Change my mind, Ken. You go, I'll stay here. Stay down.
He made it. Look, you can see his air bubbles.
As soon as I reached the area of the sub, I realized that not everyone was asleep. One of the frogmen was patrolling with a spear gun. Luckily, he didn't spot me. The sub seemed quiet. I wouldn't have time to remove the equipment, but I figured that I'd be able to cover up the terminals. I started to use rocks as camouflage. Suddenly, I heard bubbles. I looked up and was face to face with a frogman, aiming a double-barreled spear gun right at me.
Ken, there's someone else there with him.
His first shot missed me, but he had another spear, and I kept moving as fast as I could. I was running for cover, and to get as far from that sub as possible. But even without help, his spear gun gave him all the advantage that he needed, and he stayed right on my heels. I pulled out my knife and turned to face him. Before he could reach me, Ken had rushed in and stabbed him. He hadn't found me a minute too soon. We left the body behind some rocks, hoping that it wouldn't be discovered. Suddenly, 2 underwater surveyors came by, perhaps looking for the missing man. We held our breath to cut down our bubbles and remained hidden. They didn't see us.
You saved my life.
He's quite a guy.
Take a rain check on that. As soon as they find out that one of the men's missing, we better have that transmitter in operation.
How's it going?
It's no good.
What do you mean, Ken? No good. What's the matter? What's
I'm
happening?
stuck.
Huh?
I've got to have a real frequency generator. It's the one thing I can't improvise.
Well, Harry will be back with the boat by this evening. It'll be too late, won't it?
Yeah, it'll be too late for Harry, too, when he runs into that gang out there.
What do we do?
I know where I can get you that frequency generator.
What? Where's that? Mike?
No, you don't.
What's he gonna do?
He wants to get it from them.
Mike, you can't do that. There's armed men down there. You wouldn't have a chance.
She's right,
I've
Mike.
done this before in the war. It's what I was trained to do.
Most of the men were at sea. I could see that there was only one sentry on guard.
We're sending out a tow.
Good.
We can't hear it, but I'll guarantee you the Navy can.
What do you mean? You're jamming the frequency?
Yeah, good strong signal.
Can you rig up a key and send out a message?
Mike! Mike! I think they found the sentry.
Let's get out of here. Come on, put our gear on.
We gotta send a message.
Just leave it on. Jamming the frequency will make the Navy so mad they'll pinpoint our position in no time. Come on, hurry up.
I knew where there was an underwater cave that might serve as a hiding place. When they lost our bubbles, they thought of an easy method to finish us off. As soon as I saw it, I knew what it was. Delayed action explosives. We had only a few seconds to brace ourselves. Our ears were ringing from the explosions, but the cave broke the force and saved our lives. I knew they'd come in to finish the job, and our air would give out soon. We had to slip away if we could. When I looked out, I saw frogmen quickly disappearing into the sub. I knew immediately that our radio jammer had worked. The Navy had a fix on our position. The sub pulled out at full speed. It was too late. A fast Coast Guard cutter was already closing in to intercept her. I'll be back next week at this same time with another sea hunt story. Plan to be with us again, huh?